It's 8 a.m. on a chilly spring morning in Florida. A beautiful day for boating. But this is no typical catamaran. It's what's called a USV.
So USV stands for Unmanned Surface Vehicle. These are basically robotic boats which can use computer commands to control the boat, and therefore boat can operate without a human being present on board.
With support from the National Science Foundation, these roboticists are building and programming USVs to make them smarter and more autonomous. They see a day when fleets of robotic boats will partner with humans to make working on the water more efficient, safer, and less expensive.
I think that realistically speaking, there are certain things that you always want a person to do. At the same time though, robots can be built to go into much more extreme environments. They can handle repetitive tasks for much longer periods than a person can. And so obviously robots have many capabilities that people don't have.
They say human-robot teams could take tasks like bridge inspection, environmental monitoring, and search and rescue to new levels.
Once we can make them autonomous, then we can go beyond simple surveillance tasks. We can actually perform search, rescue, recovery, and then also, basically transport cargo or clean up debris. So there are lots of other things can happen.
On this day, the team is putting the USV through its paces. They can steer it remotely, but they can also put it into autonomous mode, throwing virtual obstacles in its path to test how successfully it assesses risk and navigates complex environments.
As it encounters obstacles, then it has to detect them, it has to figure it out how big those obstacles are, and then it has to execute avoidance maneuver to make sure that it doesn't bump into the obstacles.
The team currently operates a few USVs on this little stretch of waterway. But imagine when other boats, more robots, and people get into the mix. Teamwork can get complicated, especially under changing conditions.
If you have a team of people and vessels, how should the decision-making for the entire team be conducted? Should it be done by a person? Should it be done autonomously? How to combine? And maybe you have an autonomous system that maybe makes suggestions.
In the end, they say it's about amplifying human ability, engineering robots to do time-consuming or dangerous work with minimal supervision.
Just like with every machine, if it's not easy for people to use, then it's not going to be widely adopted. And so the more natural the interaction can be, I feel that the more likely it will be to be more broadly adopted.
Designing robotic partners to team up with humans on the high seas. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.